What is going on, Sam from SAMOKFIT, checking in with you guys. You guys are doing well and doing terrific, and we are back with another video. So you can see by the b-roll, we are not in St. Louis anymore, and I feel like I've said that a few times in previous videos because we're just traveling quite a bit. I'm glad that's happened, and also goes to show you that because you're traveling, because you're busy, because you're on the road, doesn't mean you cannot get after your goals. You just make it a point to prioritize the things that you truly care about and want to get those things done, and that's what I'm doing. But don't worry, I'm not going to be vlogging this whole family vacation trip for you guys again, because I still want to bring you guys along, because a lot of series I've been doing is focusing on the marathon prep. So this is the marathon prep series. So last year I was in the same location. I was actually training for a half marathon, and I had to get some miles in here. And I'm saying this because that time when I was trying to get the run in, I thought it was a good idea. Oh yeah, moving from St. Louis, going to Florida, let's get a mile in outside in the heat. It's humid, and I almost nearly had a heat stroke. If you've been following me for a while, you probably remember that video. I literally almost died, and I'm like, yeah, that was not a good move. You pay all this money to come on vacation just to spend majority of the time in the hospital because you want to quote unquote get after it. Don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with getting after it, but if you want to get after it, just make sure, one, you evaluate your risk. A lot of you guys might not know I was in the military for 6 years. In the military, we have something called after action report. After action report, exactly what it sounds like. After each action or task that you do an AAR, and just to review, okay, what worked, what didn't work, what would you do better. So in this situation, if I want to go outside and run in this humid weather that I'm not used to, and I'm running longer miles, my evaluation of the risk now is it's not the most ideal thing for me to do. So I still want to get after it. That is why we are going to be running 12 miles on a treadmill today. Not ideal to be fixed in the same position, but we don't make excuses, we just get it done either way. And don't get me wrong, running on the treadmill is a lot easier than running outside because you have a little bit of propeller that kind of just gives you that little bit of effort, but I still want to get that miles, and I've talked it through with my coach, and we're both aligned, yes. And because today or this week is supposed to be a deload anyways, it kind of just falls right into what I should be doing. All right, so I'm gonna be sipping on 2 scoops of G1M Sport. Yes, I did not measure it, I just kind of eyeball it. So that should give my 40 grams of carbs right there. And that should give me a decent amount into the run. Couple that with what I had this morning. I had some oatmeal this morning, some eggs, some strawberries this morning, and I've been drinking quite a bit of water. So I think I should be good there. And one thing about this location that we are in, they have a pretty good setup. Well, obviously we're not doing any sort of strength training today. Again, I'm gonna be doing a video, the next video, so kind of just bring you guys up to speed as far as where my strength training goes. So anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna stretch, sip on some G1M Sport, and pray for me. We're calling an audible on that run. That treadmill was a piece of shit. So I'm only like 4 miles into this run right now, and I have to skip to go to a different treadmill multiple times. The treadmill is overheating because I'm just too heavy, and I need to go ahead and stop or power off. Anyways, cut the story short, while I was running, it was raining, so which was perfect. The weather kind of cooled down, so I'm going to be finishing the last 8 miles outside. Let's go.
If I'm being honest, loving you the hardest thing to do, so I keep to myself. I feel like I'm falling in and out of consciousness, yeah. Now we starting to talk, let's killing all the progress. Really hard to process, you treat me like an object. Baby, we toxic, can we stay on topic? I feel like we lost it, Take my love, don't wait.
Right, what's going on? So this is a few days, about 2 days from the last clip you guys just saw. So when running, the treadmill was not working, and we had to take the miles on the road. And if you notice at the beginning of the video, I mentioned doing your after action report, your risk assessment, and the risk assessment was it was too hot, but I had to get the run done anyways. So I ended up doing 5 miles outside, which was humid. I was supposed to do 12. I ended up doing 9 total miles throughout the day, and I called it off to run another day. So talking through with my coach, Coach Casey, so it was okay. It was supposed to be a deload week. It's a different kind of deload I'm used to. My deload is essentially like 2 miles lower than what I'm used to, so which is all good. And now we are heading to the gym to get our last lift in before we leave here, because today's the last day in Florida.
Oh yeah, whoa. Look, they can never keep me down, I'm going. And if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's luck again. See that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. You ain't got no soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I would really hate for you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably getting on me and win a synonym. So if I ever win again, it's no I did the minimum. I didn't have to sell my soul.
Alright, so just finished training, and I was not able to record the whole workout for you guys. I planned on it, but again, I thought, going to the gym, that's a public gym, a resort gym, will be, empty, but it's not empty. A bunch of kids were in there, so I was able to record a few clips that you guys just saw, and I didn't want to just point the camera in somebody else's kid's face, because the world is weird like that. But anyways, got through that workout. It was fun, it was quick, it was an easy one, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Alright, so just got back to the Airbnb that we're staying at, and I just want to wrap this video up and sharing 3 tips with you guys. Tip is regarding how I balance life, training, and my goals together, because I've been getting a lot of questions like that a lot, especially because on this YouTube channel I've been getting questions like, I iterate that I am not a fitball, I have a work life, I have a family life I'm trying to balance. At the same time, I have a goal that I'm trying to chase after. So the number 1 tip that I want to share with you guys is, 1, you got to make sure your goal is something that you truly are passionate about. If your goal is not something you're passionate about, something that you're just like, I think I'm just can do that, because your goal is not that important to you, it would not be important to you for you to stick to the things that you need to do to achieve those goals. Meaning, if you want to wake up in the morning early just to get a workout in, because you don't have the rest of the time or the rest of the day to go work out, because you rather be spending that time with the family like I do, that's what you have to do. That's why I have to justify being able to wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to get all my long runs in, because I want to spend the rest of the day with my family, and I have to be gone in the middle of the day to go spend 3-4 hours chasing after my goal. So number 1 tip, make sure your goal is very important to you. Regardless if it's running, if it's nutrition, if it's fat loss, make sure your goal is important to you. And tip number 2 is make sure you have a strong support system. I know it's very hard, and I think that's what a lot of people typically struggle with. Luckily for me, I have a very strong support system. My wife is very supportive. I have a team of friends that keep me accountable. If it's a contest spread I'm trying to get ready for, if I'm not looking the best, if I'm not looking the best that I need to look to make sure I'm very competitive, I have friends that I'm very honest with me to let me know, Sam, you can be better because you look kind of sloppy. So 1, have a strong support system that's going to help you out, that's going to pretty much keep you accountable, to be like, hey, you promised to do this certain goal, make sure you show up and get that goal done. And the last tip I'm going to share with you guys, which it might sound very simple, and it just comes down to planning. Poor performance is prevented by proper planning. So if you plan ahead, okay, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Okay, I'll give myself an example. I know I want to spend a lot of time when I get home from work, spending time with my family, hanging out with my kids, because I don't really see them all day. I know I need to get my workout in during my lunch break. Ideally, I would love to be in the gym for an hour and a half, 2 hours, but I don't have that kind of luxury. So I have to regulate, I have to adjust my training program to be able to make sure I'm doing the most I need to get done in an hour. You'd be shocked of how much you can actually get done in an hour in the gym with less distraction. So proper planning prevents poor performance. Plan. It sounds simple, but if you really think about it, and I think something I want to leave you all with also is, a lot of people think they don't have a lot of time, but if you truly take an accountability of the time that you spend throughout the day on social media, including myself sometimes, you realize how much time you spend doing the things that you're not supposed to be doing, that you can actually focus on things that you truly need to be doing, or you want to be doing, that's in relations to the goals that you're trying to accomplish. So those are the 3 tips I want to leave you with, and hopefully this video has been very enjoyable for you guys. It's about to start raining right now, and yeah, I'm about to pick up the family, chill, hang out, and grab an ice cream. Enjoy the last day here in Florida before we head back home tomorrow. This is SAMOKFIT, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.